right, so we're going to take a minute and talk about the focuses that we're going to focus on for the month of July in our classes. One of the big things that we're going to talk about in July is monocular and binocular vision and the importance of working each eye individually and then each eye together. And part of why this is such a crucial skill to have, and it, is most of us actually have distances where one eye will turn off and your brain will prefer a certain eye at a certain distance. And what that translates to is a lot of times pain issues, balance issues, maybe decreases in your strength and ranges of motion. But on top of that, it can make it really difficult to read and process information. And it can affect your ability to have a sustained attention on a specific topic. In fact, there's been a bunch of studies on phorias and the links that they have to ADHD. So that's when one eye turns off and then the other one takes over. And that can actually be part of why people with ADHD, whether they're children or adults, oftentimes feel the need to kind of get up and move a little bit because they can't sit still. And that's actually the brain's way of trying to overcompensate for the threat response that's coming from the eyes not working well together. Anything you guys want to add to that?
Yeah, something that's really important to notice. You're like, oh, my eyes work together. I've never noticed anything. I have not met one client yet that knows that their eyes are not working together until we assess for it. So we do have an assessment protocol for all of this, several different assessment protocols that we can try and over Zoom, which is really nice. We've all learned how to work with clients across the world now, thanks to COVID. None of them have ever known that their eyes are not working well together. It's not perceivable. Your brain is really, really good at kind of making that overlap exist and making it seem like everything's fine, but you do have to get up more often and you have to move around and you may not stay focused on one task for very long. You may find yourself anxious, even depression. You may find yourself wandering around the house and walking into a room and wondering, why did I walk in here? What was I looking for? And the pain on top of it. A lot of eyes and spine pain. So headaches, back pain, pelvic pain, tailbone pain, everything up the middle of the body, and even to the extremities too, ankles, wrists, whatever you've got can be related to vision issues. One thing that really, really made sense to me when I heard it is talking about all of what your brain is processing at any one moment. 70 to 90% of that is vision. That's insane. That's including all metabolic processes. That's including hearing, balance, movement, everything. 70 to 90% of that processing power goes to vision. If your eyes are not working well together, if they're not perceiving things well, if your brain is having to switch between eyes at different distances, again, without you knowing, if you're one that gets tired when you read, that's all a really good indication that something is not working very well in that way. And we can almost always fix it, and make it easier for you to function now and get better sleep, better rest, feel rested. I've had to learn, even over time, I've had a lot of issues because of concussions. Um, I didn't know how to sit still. I didn't know how to rest without like something to watch on TV that kept my attention, or some sort of like I'd have to be knitting or crocheting or doing something with my hands. And just in the last couple of years now, I'm like, oh, I can sit still and not do anything and be just fine. And a lot of that is due to just doing vision and vestibular work.
And I want to add to that just that there may be people out there who stub their toes a lot, or maybe you run into things with your head because you don't see it. Or when you run into things, you might fall down. And all of that balance influence comes from having part of your vision not working to its optimal degree. So coming to class this month, we're going to work on all of that. One eye at a time means that you're going to need an eye patch, because it's kind of hard to stay like this for a really long time. I mean, we can do it, but I find that if I have a patch, I'm much more able to focus on just using that eye and not having to work on squeezing the other eye closed. And it would also be really helpful if you had a Brock string. And a Brock string is a string with beads on it that we can use to make sure that that one eye isn't like your brain isn't shutting off the information that's coming from one eye or the other. And our trainer here, Katie, she makes and sells these Brock strings. So make sure that you have your materials ready, like your convergence and divergence charts that you can download from the program. And if you need any help getting those materials together, let us know so we can point you in the right direction. And also so that you can order them if you need to have something mailed to you, that it's all ready to go for the next month.
Yes, in the program that Kelly is referring to, we have a monthly membership that it has all of our eye charts, it has our nutrition stuff, it has our neuro homework library. So it's a pretty awesome membership that we use monthly. If you're not currently a member or you're not currently paying for unlimited classes and you're just doing a drop in, make sure you sign up at least 24 hours ahead of time, or I'll say even 12 hours ahead of time, so that the coach knows that we have a new person, and make sure you put your email and your phone number in there so that we can actually send you the PDF that you'll need for class if we're using a convergence chart for that class that day. Anything else, my ladies?
No,
I
I
look
look
forward
forward
to
to
it.
seeing you all in July.
Two more things I want to just quickly add. I have had clients actually get out of their glasses by exercising their eyes regularly. And we talk a lot about that because we have 6 muscles around the eyes and you want to exercise them just like every other muscle in your body. But specifically, binocular vision drills are really cool because they really strengthen that ability to see close and far. But they also help with reshaping the actual structure of the eye. I've actually had clients reverse astigmatisms by just doing eye work. And lastly, I'll just say there is a direct correlation in the ability to follow a object towards you and away from you and your plantar fascia. So if you do have plantar fasciitis, you probably need eye work and you don't know it. So definitely come check out one of our classes this month. We really look forward to seeing you.